Hey friends, Chef Wainaina here. When I went to my local supermarket the other day and I saw these stewing hens, I right away got an idea for them. It reminded me of our Kenyan kienyeji chicken. So I just went ahead, grabbed 3 of them, and today I'm doing a recipe using them. Going to add a bunch of vegetables, some potatoes, some carrots, some spices here and there. Just what I have in my pantry to remind me of that famous Kenyan kienyeji chicken. So first things first, these are whole chicken. They are small in size, about 1.5 pounds each. So total about 5 pounds. So all I need to do is to butcher them first. So first I'm going to pat them dry with some paper towels here. Once they are nice and dry, I'm going to start cutting them up. Take a bigger knife here. So I can just go ahead, I'm gonna leave the wings whole. So once all the chicken is cut up, I'm gonna move it to a pan here, a holding pan. And then I'm gonna clean this cutting board thoroughly, wash my hands thoroughly. When you're working with the chicken, always clean up thoroughly. So I'm going to give the kienyeji chicken here a head start. So add like 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And then add all the chicken into a pot that is big enough to fit it all. Season, salt and pepper. Put a cover on it and let it start cooking. So on our thoroughly cleaned cutting board, we are going to start prepping the rest of the ingredients that will go into our dish. I have some garlic here and some ginger. So as you can see, once you smash garlic, it's always very easy to peel it. So just go ahead and mince it roughly. Just chop it up. This is a long cooking dish, so I don't have to finely mince the garlic. This is like 4 cloves of garlic. I like to use whole garlic because it keeps longer. So it's a little bit more extra work to peel, but it keeps longer in my pantry. Get a knob of ginger that will give me about almost a tablespoon of ginger. I'll go ahead and mix these two. Then I have some peppers here from the fridge that are left over from my previous use. Hey, if you have red, use red. Whatever color you have, you know. For today, I'm just cooking with whatever I have in my pantry. I have a chunk of green pepper here that I'm going to use. If I get a 1.5 cups of this, I'll be good. I'm going to use a half of the red. I don't have to be precise on this. Next thing I need, 1 large red onion. dice it. I have a carrot here that seems like part of it was used. I always do that. I remember making a ribbon salad last night, so I used a chunk of this carrot. I see a zucchini here, or a courgette. This will go into my dish actually the last minute because this cooks very fast. So if I add it way too early, it's gonna be mushy and I don't want that. So just remember this one, we are going to add these vegetables first. Carrots take longer to cook, but this will go last. I also have a potato that I'm going to add. Adding all these stuff, vegetables especially, is a very good way of stretching a dish. I've cleaned our viazi here, or potatoes. Viazi is potatoes in Swahili. For those who are not Swahili speaking, cut them into bite size, put them back. What is missing here? Cilantro. So a batch cilantro here, this is like a half a cup also. So the stems, as always, this will go with my garlic and ginger. And then the leaves for garnish and finishing. Now all we do is wait for our chicken. We will give our chicken a peek here and see how it's doing. Seems to be getting along very well. Oh, this is beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. It's getting very beautiful color. I just need a few of them to brown. So as that happens, I'm going to add into this chicken a tablespoon of cumin, coriander, and like a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Give this a stir. I will cover this and let it cook for another couple minutes. It's been a couple minutes here. This looks good and smells good. So what I'm going to do, remove the chicken into this foil here, and then I will start building the flavors. Lower the heat slightly. Into the pot, I'm going to add the onions, and I'll have this start sweating. Turn the heat up. Once the onions have sweated and starting to get some color, I'm going to add my ginger, garlic, cilantro stems, and then I have some thyme and rosemary that I picked. So have those start releasing their flavors. I will add a tablespoon of cumin, coriander, add just a hint of chili powder, a tablespoon of tomato paste. Let the tomato paste caramelize just a little bit, just to release its deep flavors and color for the dish. I love all the colors for my food when I'm cooking. Tomato paste plays a huge role for that, besides adding flavors. Add 2 tomatoes. The vim today is cooking from the pantry. So you can use whatever you find in your own pantry. If you have canned tomatoes, they will work very well for this dish too. Kienyeji chicken or free-range chicken, they are very delicious. They are more tasty. I'm going to give this deliciousness a couple minutes to concentrate. Give this a nice stir here. It's coming together very well. This for me, when I'm cooking, is a very important stage. This is where most of the flavors come together. So I'm going to splash in here like a teaspoon of red wine vinegar, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. This is one of my favorite, and just a touch of honey, like a teaspoon also. You can use regular sugar. That is just for balance. You want to balance the acidity. You have the tomatoes, the tomato paste, you have the red wine vinegar. If you are not careful, the dish might end up being too acidic. So when you add the honey or some sweetness, it balances it. Hence the sweet and sour. This to me looks very good. So all I'm going to do, bring back the chicken. I will switch back to my mwiko, give it a nice stir, mix everything. Coat the chicken with the tomatoes, the spices. So had it been a tender chicken, I will finish this chicken exactly the way it is, and then you think of it as a chicken wet fry. I will cover this, give it a couple minutes for the flavors to mingle together. Come back, open the lid, give this a stir. Where's Hudson? You should see this. I know you'd love this. Now I can add my carrots and the peppers, some of our cilantro leaves, and also at this point just season it, some salt and some pepper. Give this a good stir. I will let those vegetables sweat just slightly. Cover it. So our carrots and peppers have nicely sweated here. So remember, it's all about layering of flavors. At this stage, I'm going to add 2 cups of chicken stock. You can use water. And I'm also going to swirl some of the stock into the container that had the chicken and get all those juices in there. And then I'll add a little bit more water just to cover the chicken. Christmas is coming. You might want to add this to your menu once it's done. Chapatis, rice, and this, my friends. So I'm going to cover this, bring it to a boil, and then cook it for about 20 to half an hour, just to give the chicken a head start. And then we'll add the potatoes, and then lastly we'll finish with our zucchini. So our chicken has been bubbling here. Potatoes goes in. Put the cover on. Potatoes are softening. Time to add our zucchini, cilantro, and at this point just a touch of salt and pepper. To lower the heat all the way to the lowest setting, cover it and let the zucchini steam for about 5 minutes. So there you have it, my friends, our easy stewing hen, or the Kenyan style kienyeji chicken. Very easy to make, delicious, everything made from the pantry. You can do that once you go to your market or your supermarket. You find something familiar, something you like, get it for yourself and try something new. Thank you so much for watching. Serve this one family style, and you and your family will definitely enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Just remember to comment, subscribe to my channel if you've not yet done so, like more of my videos. Thank you so much.